Yo, welcome to day 45 of documenting the business journey. So today, a surprise. So if you watched yesterday's video, I submitted my app for the seventh time, and it was submitted around 14 hours ago, and then it was in review after 14 hours, which is crazy because usually it takes 48 hours for it to even go into review with a person at Apple. And so I was like, that's weird. And then I waited from 2:30 when I saw that to 11 p.m. last night before I went to bed, and it was still in review. So it was literally in review for like hours. That's the longest it's ever been. And today it's like 10:30 right now, and it's still in review. So it's officially been in review for a little over 24 hours, which is crazy because I've never had a review go longer than 2 hours. So um, my best guess is that they're doing like a really in-depth review, and I'm getting closer to the end of the tunnel with this whole process. Um, but what I've really been wanting to do recently, and I talked about this in a few videos in the past, but manifesting. Manifesting is so powerful. Manifesting is honestly the way you get anything you want. I've learned the in-depth details about it a little bit more, and it's basically, people will say like, oh, the process of believing like you're already where you want to be. And that's true, but that's so like superficial and so surface level of advice, you know? There's a system in everybody's brain. So it's like it's like the symbols are RAS. I don't know what it stands for, but basically it's the receptors, and I might have talked about this before, but it's the receptors saying like noticing something and keeping that thing in your mind a priority in your life day to day. So like if you were to buy a new truck or a new car and it was like, let's say, a white Ford F-150, then you would start noticing all the white Ford F-150s around you that you never noticed before. So that's all to say, if you start believing that you are the identity and the version of yourself that you want to be already in this present moment, say, for example, you want to be a professional golfer, you think in your mind, what would professional golfer me be doing right now in the future? And what would his day-to-day like look like? Like his day, what would his day look like? You know, and I would think to myself, like, oh yeah, he'd probably wake up early, he'd, get himself ready for the day and have a water, have, all the snacks, everything. He'd go to the course and he'd be in his gear, he'd have his headphones in, and he'd be, just at the green all day. He's probably have a few buddies there that he knows very well. And, he'd probably play a good 18 rounds or 18 hole round every single day. And then I'm thinking like, okay, so that's what I need to do in the present moment if I want to become that player. So in my case, what I'm trying to manifest is the version of myself that has, a couple thousand active users on my app, the version of myself that's making a couple $1,000s in revenue every month, the version of myself that's, profitable with my Facebook ad campaign, that has a few UGC deals going. And I'm trying to envision that version of myself right now. But I will say that recently, with this app being in review for so long, like it's been over 2 weeks now, and like it's just been boring. There's nothing for me to do. And so I've been thinking about manifesting and thinking about all these little things. I've been journaling and everything else. And so today, I woke up and I went golfing, and then I pretty much immediately after that, I went to the movies to watch this movie called like Crime 101. It's pretty good. And then I got home, and this is where I am now. It's like 10:30, and that's all to kind of say. Like, I haven't had a lot of time to work today, and those are things that I could have put to the side. Like, I didn't need to golf today. I didn't need to go watch that movie today. Um, but I've just noticed it. So I wanted to talk about it here on this video today. And also in my free time while I was free today, the same way that I made Calories Simple, the app that I'm trying to get through the review process with Apple on, is I built 3 other apps today. 3 other apps. And they're very simple. They took like 5 minutes to make each of them. But they're basically like manifesting apps. Like they're apps that I installed on my phone just for me, web apps. So they're not like actual app store apps, but they're like web apps that I installed just for myself. And one of them is a Chase, like a fake Chase account. so I could type in whatever number, dollar amount. And my idea is I go press on that app when I'm like trying to I'm trying to manifest this stuff and whatever. And then I see the number in the bank account and I believe that I already have it. And then I created another app that was like a Facebook ads manager that had a whole bunch of like really good analytics, a whole bunch of like spend on a whole bunch of different ads and ad sets. And so I can look at that whenever I want to and start manifesting even more. And then I made a fake app dashboard that's for Calorie Simple. It basically tells me like, oh, you have this many active users, like 12,000, and you're making $35,000 a month in revenue. And this is how long your average customer's churn rate is, da da da. And looking at all three of those together throughout the day and writing down on a piece of paper, telling myself that I am this person that I want to become and identifying myself as that person right now in this present moment makes me feel so much more like adamant on being productive and doing the things that future self like me would be doing. So I want to take advantage of manifestation to the full potential that I can, which is why I created those apps. And so I'm really going to be trying to be implementing those things more so recently. Um, just looking at the apps, writing down stuff and whatnot. And hopefully soon enough, my goal was to have the app on the App Store by tomorrow. So we'll see if the review gets done by tomorrow. I think it will, if I had to give a guess. But I don't know if it'll be approved. So that'll be the only bottleneck of this whole thing. And if it isn't approved, we'll see how many reasons for rejections there are, and we'll see how easy it is to fix. And then it'll probably be sent back into review for another 2-day testing process, which will probably result in, a good 3 or 4 days of just nothing. So yeah, also today I realized my parents are going to be out of town back in Idaho, across the country, for 2 weeks, and I'm probably going to be by myself here in North Carolina for 2 weeks. So that's going to be a little bit crazy because I'll be by myself. And I think it'll be a good opportunity for me to be like manifesting and like really locking in on this business if I get the opportunity to work and make money still, while also just like have the app on the App Store. I think that could be such a great opportunity for me. So fingers crossed, I'm really manifesting it. I'm praying right now that this app gets on the App Store before they leave so that I have the opportunity to market it and focus on it as much as possible while they're gone. And I should be able to make some money too while they're gone as well, with the job I might end up getting lined up. So, yeah, but that's day 45. So, peace out.